Hey guys, I'm back with another video, but I want to first introduce you to Eric Perkins. He's a YouTube artist, and he's a awesome artist actually, and I would be grateful if you could visit him and subscribe to his channel. He does really cool looking inking works. Um, he also does amazing pencil renderings, as you can see with this one. This is really cool, a lot of detail. And he's also an acrylic painter. And now here's a word from the man himself.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Eric Perkins Artist, and if this is your first time here, thank you for checking out the channel, and I hope you choose to subscribe by the end of the video.
Please visit Eric's page when you get a chance and give him a sub. I subscribe to him personally because I like his artwork. So I'll be doing voiceover videos for the fall and the winter because my garage is freezing. It's like 40 degrees in there because it's made of cement block. So what I'm going to do is basically record my videos and talk over them, which is not the way I usually do things, but I need to keep making videos. And so this time I decided to do a beholder, and this is a fun creature because it's a very simple shape, just a circle. But it's a little more than that, of course, because you go in there and you start putting details and putting his tentacles, the eyeball, the teeth, but it's just a fun monster to draw because it is simple. I can't believe it's been a month since my last video, and as you can see, I'm working on the scales of the body, and I just popped in the eyeballs without the tentacles, which is sort of a backwards way of doing things. So usually I'll draw the tentacle and then the eyeball, but I figured it'd be fun just to put the eyeballs first and then draw in the tentacles. There's always different ways to approach art. Sometimes we do it backwards. For example, you may draw a fist of a character and then draw the arm. A lot of artists have done that, and sometimes it works out. And here I'm doing little details like saliva on the beholder, and as you can tell, I give him a lot of teeth. So I was going for a sort of a shark effect, like the teeth of a shark. They have like rows and rows of teeth, and I wanted to put that on this beholder. And I sort of like how it's coming out. And I decided to give this beholder some eyelashes because, you know, the eyeballs have eyelashes. I thought it'd be kind of neat to do that. So I wasn't so sure what I was going to put underneath the beholder, so I decided to put 3 eggs. I'm not sure if beholders lay eggs, but mine does. And so I put 3 eggs where you'll see a few spudlings crawling out with an eyeball that look like the parent. They're basically like worms, but they're dangerous because they spit acid. Maybe they also poisonous. I don't know. I'm just making this stuff up. But I put some treasure, some gold, a skull, a bone, and a helmet. Sort of like a payoff for whoever defeats this beholder. I decided to take one of the eggs and have it broken, and have another spudling on the ground, sort of crawling away, to sort of have like this sweeping effect that's coming out from the background. That's why the body's curved that way, just for composition's sake, so it looks cool. Now I get to the fun part of inking this bad boy, and for that I'm using that quill pen. That sort of the tip. It's really cool because it bends, so you can make thin lines or you can make some thick lines. And I'm sort of liking that technique of actually just outlining the overall image with that quill pen, by having the variation of thickness and lines, which I like, which actually you should think about doing because you don't want all your lines the same thickness. It's sort of boring. By using this quill pen, it's just really neat. So basically I'm going to outline this whole image with that, And you can see the variations in the image where there's thin lines and there's thick lines by using just one pen, just by bending the tip. When you put pressure on there, you can make it thicker. So that's very useful. So I don't have to switch pens all the time. So yeah, so here I am and inking this. And I give that eyeball a little baby eyeball, as you can tell. Sort of like a, I don't know, a mutation, which I figured it'd be kind of neat to put because I don't think I've ever seen a beholder with a baby eyeball coming out of one of the tentacles. Now I'm starting to ink the deepest part of the creature, which is the inside of the mouth, and I basically am gonna make it pitch black all the way from one end of the mouth to the other, and then gradually put the less and less ink, so we have sort of like a little fade, as you can see right there, the upper lip and the bottom lip. So basically I just do stippling, do a little bunch of little dashes, maybe some dots to get that gradation, so give it some depth, as you can see me doing that right there. Same thing with the eyeball, do a little cross hatching and dots and what have you. In this part of the drawing, I'll start working the shadow area on the left side of the body because my light source is coming from the right side. And this could be done in many layers. So this is like first layer, my first pass of the shadow work on the body, and I will gradually make it darker. But we have to start with something. So you don't want to put like the darkest colors yet. You want to work your way up in terms of your values, because if you make it too dark, with ink, it's basically too late unless you use whiteout or white paint to erase a lot of the inking that went awry. So you want to just do it in phases. Do the shadow side, cross hatch it or whatever, just shade it whatever technique you like to use. Then gradually make it darker as you see fit, so you can control the depth of your shadows. And on another note, I would like to apologize for my bad lighting. It's very kind of yellowish, sometimes sort of shadowy, but I don't have like the greatest lamps in the world, so at least you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm finally getting down to the inking the bottom part of the artwork, and I wanted to focus mainly on the eggs, basically the central part. I want that area to be dark and then sort of gradually fade out to the outside areas where the gold is and the walls on either side. But you have to think these things out because I don't want to over render. I don't want to put too much detail to the point where it's just too busy and difficult on the eyes. So basically, the middle, as you can tell, the middle is darker there. That was done on purpose. Made the eggs dark. And you can tell I'm doing the just simple shadowing on the walls. I put some atmospheric effects on either side of that shield and on the other side where that wall is, just to give it a soft fade from the bottom towards the top. And I think that it worked out pretty good. It also fills up that area. But now I'm coming to the end of my video, and here's my signature. That signature took me a while to figure out, by the way. I had a whole page dedicated to signatures. But thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the near future.